2. That's very sad. Very sad.
It's
And
cold.
Owen did his best, too.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, that's right.
That's about all we're going to get.
Yeah. Yay! No, we're going to have to stick with 99. That's all we can do. It's the cold weather.
99 bottles of beer in the wall.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
4,
baby.
3, 2, 1.
Now, from the world's most famous beach, from where beach racing began, it's the Legends of Racing radio show, live from racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill in Ponce Inlet, Florida. The Legends of Racing radio show with your host, Buzz McKim, and co-host, Gary Keller.
Yeah. Darn right. We can clap for ourselves, can't we?
We can.
You're darn right.
I clap for you guys, not for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we'll
all
take
right.
that.
Well, we'll clap for you.
Man,
Next time.
It's chilly for this time of year.
A little
telling
bit.
You, you know?
A little bit.
Well, you know we take fall one day at a time in Florida.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
this is fall.
This is fall.
It'll
That's right.
It'll be summer again.
Now, see,
Yeah.
you got shorts on, right?
Yes, I do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Are you cold?
No, not my legs aren't. My
Oh,
arms
okay.
are.
All right.
Flying to Ohio tonight, so I'll find out what cold is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But I'm going to wear shorts.
We talked to a friend in Indianapolis yesterday, and it was 30 degrees with snow
Yeah.
at Indy.
Yeah.
No, we don't do snow.
Anybody watch that NFL game last night on Amazon?
I heard it was great.
It was like
What-
2 or 3 inches of snow.
Was
Really?
that the Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh and
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
We were drinking beer and watching it.
Yeah. That was some snow fest.
They
there.
said within 10 minutes it just went
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
like one
Yeah.
commercial break,
It was
and it was
really,
like
it was really pretty though.
No,
It
that's
really
fun.
was.
That's
Yeah.
fun watching
Pretty.
a game like that. Pretty.
pretty.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well-
Well, anyway, we're having a good old time here today. It's so good to see everybody there. We thank you all for coming, and we really appreciate your time. And
Commitment, man. You guys are awesome. To have week in, week out, regulars come. It's
Yep.
nice to see.
it's really a fraternity.
But
Isn't
there's
it?
a lot of people that love racing, and I guess there's a lot of people that love what we say. I believe it or not, it's got to be you because it can't be me.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even too sure about myself most of the time.
That's all right.
Yes, but anyway, everybody out there too, thank you for joining in. And we try to do our best. We got a really good show today. It's something very timely. I got my little sister Pat here today, and she's the president of the Daytona Beach Street Rods.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and I think you'll have a whole new appreciation for that outfit once you hear what they do with their money. It's pretty amazing. So we have the turkey
It
run
is.
next week. And where are you going to be next week? Yeah, from 6 in the morning till 10 at night.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, David and I go out tomorrow to start laying out the field
Oh boy,
and volunteer position.
the volunteer.
And we'll be out there next week striping the field, and then on Wednesday night we'll be out. Anybody that wants to come and get their parking passes, their entry passes to get in, you can come out on Wednesday night out in front of the Speedway at the Turkey Run nighttime activities and pick that up. And then we'll be out there every day from 6 a.m. Gates open at 7. Walk-ins start at 8. And we'll be out there until 5 or 6, and then I'll go out front to Turkey Run nights till about 9.
You have donuts?
Oh, yeah, we have donuts.
Well, I might have to show up.
Oh, yeah.
I really expect this out of
Krispy
you.
Kreme donuts,
Oh,
too.
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
okay.
those are the best.
Yeah.
I really expect this out of you. I mean, you are Buzz McKinn's sister, and anything related to cars, this is such a great fit.
Yep.
And your commitment to this organization has been astronomical. And the commitment that you and David have towards the turkey run, I've seen it. I know what it is.
Yep.
And the commitment you guys have is just off the charts.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is the 51st year, 50th anniversary, 51st year. Our founder, Stu Sargent, is still in the club. He's vice president. And our very own Olin Hopes was one of the original members.
Forget it. I'm not coming.
Talk about a legend.
Hey,
Holy cow.
hey, God bless him. He still comes to meetings.
I'm telling
Once
you.
a month we have
Yeah.
meetings, and he still comes.
Yeah.
I think it's the ice cream and cake now that's
Yeah.
keeping him coming.
What a good soul.
Yeah, and my dad, back when the turkey run started, started in a motel parking lot, Howard Johnson's, I believe, on the beach side, and then it got too big and it moved to Bel Air Plaza, and got too big, moved to Seabreeze High School, to the athletic field, and that was the first year of the swap meet, and the swap meet was car parts laying on the side of the road.
Wow.
That was this first swap meet. Then they got too big, and we moved out to what we call Embry-Riddle. It's the airport property that if you go down Richard Petty, going to Midway, on both sides, you've got the dormitories on one side, and you have soccer field on the other. That used to be our show in
No
1987 and 88.
Wow.
And I call that Embry-Riddle. But that's when David and I joined the club. We've been in it like about 38 years now. And then we got too big. And I was working registration at that time. And I had this big old policeman come up on Saturday. Where's Rick Finzer? Rick was our head turkey. He was our turkey guru for many, many years until a year or so ago. And where's Rick Finzer? I hand him the radio. And he goes, where's your little car show? We're backed up to, on 92 all the way to 95. So
Just a little old car show.
little car show. Yeah. And it was just the club at that time. The district didn't have anything to do with it. It was just about 50 or 60 club members that put that whole show on.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
You
but,
know, you and David have picked up the ball. You know, you've excelled it, expanded it. You know, I mean,
it's a lot of people.
You just showed me the diagram of the speedway.
Oh yeah,
how
I'll
much
show that in a second.
actual acreage.
Yeah,
that it covers.
So we moved out to the Speedway with the help of the Daytona Beach Racing and Recreational District. They own the property that the Speedway's on. And so they came to Stu Sargent and to Rick, and they said, hey, we know you guys are really big, but we're able to use the Speedway for a couple of days a year for certain things. Would you like to join with us? So we're like, yeah, no problem. So this was a few years ago. This is where we've come. So I don't know if they're going to get it on that, but y'all can see it. This is the Speedway. From here over, that is all street rods and show cars, this whole side. From here over is all swap meet and car corral. So it's grown a little bit. This year we will probably have about 4,500 show cars on our side. We have over 2,000 car corral spots, all cars for sale, and probably another 2,500 swap meet vendors. Gary Smith and the Living Legends of Auto Racing, they set up in the garage, and they have the antique race cars out there.
Yeah, they're going to have 52 cars this year.
Yeah, and at noon, they start them all up.
Yeah, that's right.
That's just a warning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they start them up. So yeah, we're getting kind of busy.
Busting at the seams.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
We were out on the backstretch 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, you're
Parking cars.
just about maxed out, aren't you, as far as the Speedway goes? And where do you go from there? You don't.
I don't know. I don't know. We've got a lot of room. We do something because there's so many areas in the Speedway that we can't just. We call it Disney World Park. You know, you come in and you park next to the person that you come in front of or behind. And we have car clubs that come from all over the country to this. And by car clubs, we mean 8 or more cars that want to come and park together. So what we do at this show, David and I do, is we reserve them a spot. And they contact us and say, I have 15 cars coming. I have one club from Callahan, Florida, that's bringing 250 cars.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
kidding?
And
Wow.
they come every year, and they're in the Fourth Turn Tunnel compound, and they come and they bring a trailer, and all their people know where to park. And so those are people that we can't. They're places on the field that we can't just park.
So is that the swap meet section that they park?
No, they
No?
park on our car show
Really?
section. Yeah,
Okay.
and on Lake Lloyd,
Uh-huh.
back by the lake,
Right.
we partition off areas for them, depending on, like the Studebaker Club is bringing I think 60 or 70 cars.
Really?
And of course, we have Rick Diaz and the Pro Street Brotherhood are bringing their blower cars, and they've got about 130 cars coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Studebaker, we're going to be minus Studebaker Bob this year.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
what a
Yeah.
sad deal that was. But, you know, got to see Bob with the Studebaker
Yeah.
here at the North Turn.
Oh boy, he
car
loved that
show. He loved
Studebaker.
that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, such a great representation of Studebaker industry, you know.
Oh, he knew everything.
Everything about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
Yeah, he was awesome.
But time marches on, though.
Yes, it
you know.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We do, like I said, we partner with the district, Daytona Beach Racing and Recreational Facilities District.
Hey, what is that exactly?
They are the people that own the land that the Speedway's on.
Oh, do
And
they?
apparently back in 1955,
Mhm.
they partnered with the city of Daytona to build a speedway, and then Bill France ran with that. But
Yeah.
they still own the land that the speedway's on.
I'll be darned.
Still?
Yeah,
Do they really?
they own
I
the
thought that-
actual land.
I thought NASCAR owned it.
They own what's on top of the land.
So they have a 99-year lease. Is that correct? Yeah, one of those
Something
deals.
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So the district does the spectator car corral and swap meet portion of the show, and we do the show car portion of the show.
Yeah.
And so they get all that money, and then what they do with their money is they give grants throughout Volusia County. They help rebuild the band shell, for instance. They put sod on the Memorial Stadium football field.
I'll be darned.
So, yeah, they helped rebuild the YMCA in Holly Hill.
No kidding.
So anytime you see a turkey run sign on something, it's from the spectator portion of this show.
And how much have you given so far over the years?
Well, I don't know if any of you walked by that beautiful red Camaro out there.
Of course, yes.
That is our giveaway car.
You're going to give that away?
We're giving it away next Saturday.
Wow.
What we do is every year since Olin's been in the club, he started out with a motor. We've done a raffle. And so for the last 50 years, we've had a car, and we raffle it off, and all the proceeds go to local charities. So as of last year, we had $1,200,000
Holy cow.
we had given to charity in 19 years.
That's amazing.
And that's because
that's
because
fantastic.
our treasurer kept track of it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice deal.
Over $1
Yeah.
million.
Over $1 million in
Son of a
charities.
gun.
And this year, because last year we gave away a Roadster, which was our logo car, and it was hand built from the ground up. And so we gave that away to a guy in Michigan, and that was sweet. So we had quite a bit of money to work towards
Sure.
on our charities.
So you guys have fun with this.
We do.
I
We
know
do.
it's a lot of work. You guys,
But it's fun.
yeah.
It's fun.
And it gets you out there. You meet a lot
Well-
of people. I mean, I saw how much they love you when we came to the breakfast that was it last year. I mean, I know how much they think of you. They love
We
you.
have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you and David.
We
rock.
have a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Just last night, we had a stuff yourself with pizza party at the clubhouse. Normally, we'll stuff goodie bags for the participants with programs and catalogs and stuff, which are all online now. So we really don't have anything to stuff. So we decided we're going to have a stuff yourself with pizza party. So we had 75 people and about 25 pizzas.
Yeah.
And Olin talked about his days
Yeah.
starting the turkey run and
Well, that
everything.
could go on for hours.
It did.
You know.
It did.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like hours.
Yeah.
We
I
love you,
I
Olin.
love to hear Olin's stories. I mean, he's got some stories, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
He can talk the talk, and he can definitely walk the walk. He was
Yeah.
there. He was there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, all the way back to the first hot rodders. He
Yes.
said he's the oldest hot rodder,
Yeah.
Well,
which
that's
I
for
believe.
Sure.
But yeah, we have a good time. I call them my posse. Since I became president, I have an amazing group of people around me, and everybody in the club is so enthusiastic. Keep in mind when you're out at the car show and you see people with Daytona Beach Street Rods logos on their shirt, we're all volunteers. Like, we don't get paid to be out there. We're out there because we love the car show and we love the people. And I have a club coming from Vermont every year in Roadsters.
From Vermont.
From Vermont.
In Roadsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They've been coming since we've been out at the Speedway.
No kidding.
Yep. Yeah.
I can't get over the fact that somebody's bringing 250 cars to the show.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That costs a pretty penny to transport those.
Well, it's all participants coming.
Oh, okay.
They're all driving down from Callahan.
separate. Wow, that's unreal.
I didn't think there were 250 cars in Callahan. That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Gordy does a pretty good job. They, we have quite a few clubs that know, because of the club parking, they know that they can come and meet their friends no matter where they're from. And they know, I'm going to be in the playground at spot number 45. Come see me. And that's, that's why we do it.
Yeah.
It's all camaraderie.
Doris and I entered one of our cars into a couple car shows, and it's such a social event,
Yeah.
And, Tom and Vicky, they take their old sled almost every week to a car show while they're down here. And up there, I'm sure, and their truck is absolutely pristine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want a life. If you feel like you have no friends and you want friends, go to car shows. Right? Am
Yes.
I right?
Oh,
Oh,
car
boy.
people are the best.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy. There's no
Yes.
bitching and complaining.
Well, there are sometimes, but
A little bit.
not
Not
too
much.
much.
You get rid of
No.
those people.
no, I send them to my husband.
Lucky
Hey,
Dave.
Dave. He has a radio. Call Dave. He's in charge of the whole show field.
Really?
So every car that comes in through the back part of the wall, every car that comes into park on the show car field touches base with one of our parking crew. And we have an amazing parking crew, and they're there from 6:30 in the morning until 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Pat Jeffries
Yeah,
and the
all right.
Daytona Beach Street Rod
All
Club.
right.
Jeez.
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. At Beach Boys Embroidery and Tees, it's all about making you happy. Beach Boys Embroidery can customize your athletic golf apparel, caps, hats, badges, buttons, magnets, backpacks, bags, totes, clocks, watches, and of course, T-shirts. Sure, they're at 2033 South Ridgewood Avenue in South Daytona, and they're waiting for you to call now. 386-255-5880. Beach Boys Embroidery and Tees. Let Aloha Marine get you on the water with huge discounts on great brands like Bayliner, Carolina Skiff, Hurricane, Key West, and Regal. Pay as little as $169 a month with 10% down and approved credit. Don't wait. Get to Aloha Marine, 1700 North Nova Road, Holly Hill, Monday through Saturday. 47 years and always better than boat show prices. We're back from where it all began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim, and co-host, Gary Keller.
All righty. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And if you would like to check out the show live, you can go to
YouTube.
YouTube. That's exactly right. That's just what I was going to say.
I
YouTube.
know.
Yeah, Legends of Racing
Think alike.
Radio Facebook page. Also, you can check it out an hour later. So if you rush right home when you're done here, you can sit and watch the show. If you live nearby, you can rush right back to the show. Anyway, there's several ways of seeing the show, and we're happy that you chime in and check us out. You've got that red Camaro sitting out front there
Yes, we
by
do.
the front door, and it is
Yes, we do.
spectacular.
Yes, we
And
do.
very interesting. It's got it's connected to Indianapolis racing, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
It belonged to the father of Mark Dismore, the IndyCar driver.
Yep.
And
He was competitive.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that car, we actually have specs on that car. That's not your,
It's not your average Camaro.
no, it's smarter than the average bear. It's a '96 Camaro dual badge. It's a Z28 SS. They were only made in '96. In 1996, General Motors decided to bring back the SS. So they built 2,249 dual badges. This one on the console has a badge that it is number 455 out of 2,249 cars built with the dual badge. Now, they weren't just happy with that when they ordered it. We have a book here with every piece of paper from the day it was ordered. It's been garage kept, climate controlled. It has a little over 21,000 original miles on it. Okay? Now, they weren't happy with just having the dual badge. Oh, no, no, no. They went ahead and did a Lingenfelder performance upgrade. So that little baby out there.
Those weren't cheap.
Yeah, in 1996, they paid $16,000 just for the upgrade of the Lingenfelder. They paid another $6,700 for the dual badge upgrade.
Oh, geez.
And we have the original window sticker for it. Boy, they were generous, 17 miles a gallon. I've driven it. No, it doesn't.
They lied back then.
$24,000 they paid original for
Holy
that.
cow, so you got nearly $50,000 tied up in that car.
Yep. And it's one of 20 built with the Lingenfelder performance package. It's a 383 600 horse car.
And that was unheard of. 600 horse back in that day.
Oh, it gets out of its own way.
Yeah.
I drive it, and I try to follow somebody doing the speed limit because I know.
Yeah, you're going to blow their doors off.
Yeah, my friend calls it Hello Officer Red. But it's got a transmission upgrade. It's got a special torque converter. It's got a rear differential gear ratio change on it.
Jeez.
Where do you get the tickets, Pat, for it? Raffle tickets for it,
Oh, you just happen to have some with
Okay,
you.
or
Okay.
out there in TV land, turkeyrun.com, and you can order them online until tomorrow night.
And how much are they?
They're $5 each. They're 5 for 20, or 30 tickets for $100.
Oh,
sweet.
So it's a good deal. And then, like I said, every penny of the proceeds go to our local charities. And what we're doing this year, like I said, I've got a wonderful posse around me. We are actually hand delivering our charity money to people and meeting them and learning about their charities. So we've got Daytona Outreach Center that we give money to. They're in Holly Hill. If any of you are from around here and you drive up on US 1, there's a thrift store at 6th Street, and that's Daytona Outreach Center.
They give away food, I believe, too. Food
They
bank.
do.
Correct.
They do. And so we help them out. And what they do is they have taken in people into their house, and they help to rehab them, homeless or alcohol or anything. And then they teach them a skill because they then learn how to work in the store.
all right.
So they're
that's
learning
cool.
a skill. We do Halifax Urban Ministries. We do Hope Place, which is helping transition families, homeless families. And also they do a place for homeless kids from 18 to 24 to live while they're pursuing education.
I'll be darned.
And we've got, actually, we're bringing one of the kids out to the show that's very interested in cars. So we're bringing him out. They also do Barracks of Hope, which is a 3-month program, or 9-month program for transitioning homeless veterans, men and women.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we do Family Renew, transition housing for homeless families with children in Volusia County. Pregnancy Crisis Center, they provide support for pregnant women, clothing for babies and moms, and just a lot of support and counseling. Seventh Day Baptist Church Food Pantry. If any of you read a couple months ago in the News Journal, there was a Baptist church that used to be up by where Brown and Brown is. They got moved. When they got moved to their new place, Daytona told them that they were no longer grandfathered in for a food pantry. They had to get rid of all their food.
What a bunch of crap.
So then Daytona then came back and said, oh, yes, you can. So we've given them
Oh, really?
thousands of dollars to help reset up their food pantry. And they're wonderful people. We've met them.
Yeah.
We do a couple of cancer charities, Charlene's Dream, which provides cancer support and resources to women with cancer. Live Like Cameron, which is children's cancer. Skip, wherever he is. He hooked
There he is, right there.
There he is. He
Yep.
hooked us up with Spruce Creek Airport, who hooked us up with a couple of their pilots and told us about Angel Flight. the pilots all donate their time and fuel to Angel Flight, but there's still administrative and logistical to get people from point A to point B and everything. So we gave them some money for that and learned that it not only, when you think of Angel Flight, you sometimes just think of transporting organs and stuff,
yes.
but it's for medical, it's also for domestic abuse that they will transport people. So we learned a lot about them. We do Honor Flight, which is the veterans flight. We do the Central Florida one, and they take veterans up to D.C. free of charge, and an escort. So our money helps pay for the escort to go, and they take them up to D.C. for the day, and give the Vietnam veterans the
Look at the wall.
the recognition that they didn't get before.
Well, that's
And
great.
yeah, so I mean, we have just such a great group of people. We just gave money to the sheriff's department, met Sheriff Chitwood, and Daytona Beach Police Department, met Captain Young, and we're giving to their shopping cops with kids for Christmas, and we learned a lot about them. We learned that what happens is they have police in the different schools in Volusia County, and those police will get to know kids that need a little extra help. And so when cops, shopping cops, kids with cops, they'll pick these kids out, and they give them a certain amount of money. And so we learned in talking with the chief that a lot of times these kids aren't buying gifts from themselves. They're buying clothing for their brothers and sisters, or they're buying food for their family with this
Isn't that
money.
something?
And so a lot of times the policemen will take money out of their own pocket to say, hey, let's get you something.
Yeah.
You know, so these are all just absolutely wonderful charities that we give to.
Well, it's amazing you guys are so diverse. You
Yeah,
really
we
have
try,
lots
and
of
we're
love.
trying to keep it local. I mean, at the end of the year, we give $10,000 to Shriners, and we give $10,000 to Second Harvest Food Bank, and those have always been our main charities in the club. But what we're really trying to do is we'll give $2,000 to $3,000 to each of these charities during the year, and so we're trying to make sure that the money we give them is really utilized in the community and can really, really help these people out. So that's what we're trying to do. But yeah, so anytime you buy a ticket on one of our cars, that's where the money goes.
I'll be darned.
Yep. And also what we do is we give scholarships. Previously, we gave 3 scholarships to students who were studying automotive. So this year, we have a group of men who are doing scholarships, and they came to the board and they go, we want to do 6 scholarships. And we're like, okay. So we give 6 $1,000 scholarships. And then they came back and they go, we have somebody that's really, really close to all the criteria, and it's a woman. And we went, yes. And so we gave 7 $1,000 scholarships out to students at ATC, and we're bringing them to the show.
Is that the vocational school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to the automotive department. And so we're bringing them out to the show. We've written them a letter and given them some walk-in tickets.
Cool.
And so hopefully they'll come out to the show. We're going to introduce them before the door prizes, and we will take them over, let them see the blower cars, and let them see some of our guest stars, and have a good time.
Very cool.
So yeah, the
It's-
club does a lot.
Yeah. Be warned, it's hard to cover all the acreage of all these cars.
Oh, yeah,
It's
you'll
not
hurt
easy.
yourself.
Yeah, and you'll hurt yourself.
Here,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're parking out here on the 4th turn.
Yeah.
So really,
So bring your walking shoes.
really wear your walking shoes.
Yeah, for sure. We got a break, Buzz?
Yeah, we got a break coming up, and we'll be right back with Pat
Tony time.
Jeffries.
Or- yeah, we got
Yeah,
Tony
we got
time.
Tony time coming up
Yeah,
here.
all right.
So we'll be right back, everybody.
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. Racing's original North Turn is our broadcast headquarters. If you're looking for a good drink, great entertainment, and the best in food, they're right on the beach at Racing's original North Turn. Come on down to dinner tonight. Here are a couple of testimonials. These are actual testimonials from people who have enjoyed the North Turn. Been there many times, always great food and drinks, great location on the beach. And another, what a great experience. It's my new favorite restaurant in the Daytona Beach area, Racing's Original North Turn on South Atlantic Avenue. That's A1A in Ponce Inlet, about 3.2 miles south of the Dunlawton Bridge and A1A intersection. It's Racing's Original North Turn, a restaurant, museum, bar, gift shop, live music. That's Racing's North Turn. Thanks to you, the original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill has been voted top 10 beach bar in Florida year after year after year. We're back from where it all began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim, and co-host, Gary Keller.
All righty. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate that. We thank you for being here and for supporting the waitresses. We appreciate that, too.
Yeah.
And we thank you for helping us keep this thing going. It's going on almost 7 years now.
Wow.
Isn't that hard to believe? 7 years in
Wow.
March. Yeah. So
I haven't ruined it yet.
Huh?
I haven't ruined it yet.
Yeah, no, not yet. He's trying.
We love it. You just have to stay here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's right,
Yeah, this segment's being brought to you locally by Daytona Flea and Farmers Market, voted one of the top 5 markets in the country by USA Weekend. Visit our Shop Now network and our Shop Now at Daytona Flea and Farmers Market Facebook page for the latest in vendor tours. So I'm still just amazed at the variety of charities that y'all are involved in. I mean, it's just pretty amazing. That money really spreads itself out over the county.
Yeah, we had so much fun because I drive the Camaro when we go, which is fun anyway. But we went out to Family Renew and talked to the interim director out there, Clarice. And I love Turkey Run. And I said, well, this is the car that, is where you're getting the money. And she goes, oh, can I sit in it? And so she sat in it, and I go, you want to start it up? And I mean, it's like, and she goes, oh, I love it. This is my car. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, they're just so great with talking about what they do. I mean, the basic community doesn't really understand what's out there to help everybody.
Yeah, they just figure, the Francis are making all that money, and that's not the case at all. The Francis
No, they have
nothing
to do with our show.
No.
NASCAR has nothing to do with our show. Nothing at all.
But I'll
Except
tell
they
you,
tell us we can't do burnout.
somebody who does have something to do with our show is Tony.
Tony!
Tony time.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tony.
Hi, Tony.
What you got, buddy?
Yeah, Patty, I'm really looking forward to the show. This is the thing I kind of like is the vendors out there. And it seems the same, most of the same vendors every year in the same places, so you know where to go to get more of whatever it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who arranges all of that?
That would be Kim at the district. Kim at turkeyrun.com. She'll love that I gave out her email. Yeah, they do a fantastic job because there's a lot of vendors out there. And they start emailing forms, well, we have the spring show also, which I'll talk about that. But they start emailing renewal forms, during the summer. And everybody wants to be back in their regular spot. But, yeah, that's Kim and Val at the district. And believe it or not, that whole place is run with about 5 people.
Wow.
We have James Richards, who is our digital person, who does the Facebook page and the website. We have Jay Gritton, who is our layout person. He is our track guru. He handles all the layout and everything to do with the track. And Val and Kim, who do the car corral and the swap meet and the vendors. And then Barb is our executive director.
Yeah.
So, and we work really well with them too.
You know what's really cool about this, Pat, is that there's so many revenue sources from the show. Just like Tony brought up the vendors.
Right.
Well, those vendors pay a sum of money to come in every year.
Right.
I mean, then you have the raffle. You have the cars. Each car that comes in, you pay to enter your car into the show. So
Right.
there's a lot of revenue sources
Right.
that transpire. So you almost have to have an accountant to be able to separate each individual
Right.
scholarship, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. So, and we do. Our club has a wonderful treasurer, Van Lanker. But what our club does is we run our club on only the car show entry fee. That runs our club for the whole year.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. And
I'll be
believe me,
darned.
there are some expenses.
Uh-huh.
You know, golf carts and portalettes and food and everything. And then when we give money to the charities, that's totally separate because that's all the raffle car. Totally separate account. The district, they collect all their money, and then they deal with their grants, and they give away millions of dollars every year in grants to different entities in Volusia County. And then we also have nighttime activities, which is our parking lot show, and free. Come out. We're going to have food trucks this year, and music, and we'll be selling raffle car tickets out there. That's gotten really big, 600-700 cars in the parking lot at night.
Wow.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
Is that
and-
out front?
Yeah, that's out front.
International?
Yeah,
Yeah.
down by Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I
down at
thought.
that end, and you'll see the signs and the lights and everything.
Right.
And every year we try to make that a little bit better. Like I said, this year we're going to do food trucks, and which should be fun out there.
Okay, the $1 million question here amazed me. What's the total revenue that they project off this car show every year?
It's like asking NASCAR how much they make on a race.
Oh, you're not going to tell me. Okay.
Well, I mean, our club only gets the entry, so pretty much, like our bottom line on our budget is like, you know, like, oh, do we have money for a Christmas party? One of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think they expect a couple 100,000 spectators
Oh, my.
that come through, and then they also offer spectators can park on the backstretch for $25, and they can pay cash at gate 40 when they come in, and then it's $20 a person to get in to the show. But if you don't want to walk from like Bass Pro Shop, you can come in and park on the backstretch.
Right.
So, and they've got a little tram that takes you down to the swamp meet.
Right.
Well, that's
So,
kinda
and
cool.
that's all district money. We don't get any of that.
Really, $25 for parking is a little steep in my opinion.
It depends on how much you want to walk.
Well, I'm a walker anyway, so
Yeah, and that's limited spaces. Their little talking point said to go to turkeyrun.com, but they're not doing that right now. It's too late to get tickets out to people. Pedestrians can come through Gate 7, which is the main entrance. I think it's the Sunoco Gate. The tunnel on Turn 4, they can come through that. And there's also another entrance down near the first turn that you can park down at that end of the field as a spectator out behind Cracker Barrel. And you can come across that way, too.
So
And-
the trans do come in? Do they
Yeah.
come by the fan zone and park there? Is that where they,
The trams are all over the place. The district handles all the trams, and they'll pick people up like in the middle of our car show and take them down to the other end and stuff.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they do a really good job. A lot of people working out there.
So it's a revenue source for the county too, or the city, or
It's a revenue source in that it's a revenue source for the area because of restaurants and
Well, of course.
and anything that you would have during a car show or
Yeah.
during races. But based on the grants and stuff that they give away is really, really good.
Where does the Racing and Recreation District money go?
Grants,
Oh, right.
yeah,
Oh,
like I was
that's
saying, they help rebuild the band shell.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right, you
and-
mentioned that.
Yeah,
All right.
and
they
was
did a
thinking-
phenomenal job on that. The band shell is cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you have to apply for a grant with them. So I don't know how they have time, but we do have a second car show in March.
Oh, yeah. Well, before you start that, we're
Yeah.
going to take another quick break, and
Okay.
we'll be right back with Pat Jeffries, and we'll find out about the March show.
March show.
Yay, March show.
The caution flag is out. Time
The
for
caution
a break.
flag
We'll be
is
right
I guess I'm
back.
doing
Time
okay. I
for
haven't
Legends
gotten
of
any
Racing Radio
massive
with
grants
the
from
Legends of
kids.
Racing Radio.
Daytona Flea and Farmers Market.
Welcome
to
still the
Homewood
one
Suites
for
by
great
Hilton
savings and the best variety. Whether you need flowers and trees for your home or you're looking for great prices on Daytona Beach souvenirs, the market is the place to go. The market features 1,000 booths, 2 air-conditioned malls, a restaurant and 9 snack shacks. Hops Grill features gourmet burgers and garden blend salads. Treat yourself to a great variety of brat and hot dog creations at the Doghouse, or enjoy a refreshing drink at the Seltzer Oasis. The market is open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and is 90% undercover, so you can shop rain or shine. There's never a charge for parking or admission. Enjoy our monthly classic car cruises on the first Saturday of every month, and garage sale weekend, the third weekend of every month. See all we have to offer at DaytonaFleaMarket.com or like us on Facebook. Discover Daytona's most unique shopping experience, the Daytona Flea and Farmers Market, just a mile west of the Speedway. We're back from where it all began, racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim, and co-host, Gary Keller.
All righty. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Olin. Thank you. And he's the legend.
Olin.
Yeah, he is the legend. This segment's being brought to you by the Homewood Suites by Hilton, right there on Bill France Boulevard. I wouldn't try to get a room this coming week.
Yeah.
I think
Not
it's
gonna
gonna
happen.
be, no, but what a great place to go, though. They got a great breakfast, not continental, complimentary, and complimentary happy hour, and every room's a suite. And it's a wonderful place, and it's right there by the Speedway. So if you get a chance, have anybody come to town, go ahead and get them hooked up with the Homewood Suites by Hilton.
Yep.
And you're talking about another show coming up, huh?
Yeah, we have a show, a smaller show. I call it a doable show. The dates are March 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the end of March. And it's about 1,200 street rod cars. And it's a little bit smaller, but it's doable. And we like that show a lot.
Yep. Rich, you have a question for us, right?
What you need?
Well, yeah, and thanks for being here, Patty.
You're welcome.
You know, I was listening and I was thinking about the club, about the events you put on and the things you do. And I'm thinking, you know, normally we get a guest here that's got grease under their fingernails, and you know, last night they were under a car on their back, and we're getting a different picture. And I looked and I said, all of a sudden, you know, you're the CEO of a big corporation that's working here, and it's based on charity for this community, and that's what we have to thank you for.
Yeah, they're a great group. They're a great group of people, and they've been doing it for many, many years. We've had a lot of presidents and vice presidents over the years, and our board is amazing. And yeah, I mean, David, well, my dad used to take us to Bel Air Plaza. So we've always been car people with Buzz Racing all these years. My dad's always a car person. And then David and I dated at Bel Air Plaza. We went there when we were dating. And then we joined the club at Seabreeze High School. It's the only thing my kids have ever known for Thanksgiving, because they were like 3 and 6 when we joined the club. And it's just it's a bunch of people that just really love cars. I mean, we have a lot of couples in the club. And
how about that brunch? How about that brunch, Rich, that they put on when
Absolutely.
Yeah, we do a lot of fun things as a club. We have an activities budget. Last year we took 60 of us went to the Tortugas baseball game as a club, and we had food and drinks and everything, and sat up and watched the baseball game. We do cruises and breakfast. We had Buzz come and interview Olin a couple of times, and we have a wonderful chef in our club.
Man, I'm telling
Sherry.
you, that was a great brunch. That was.
Yeah, that was good.
Homemade cinnamon rolls.
Oh yes.
But yeah, we try to do something once a month as a club.
You're talking about this group, your troop, the people that are under you. How many people do you have? I mean, it looks like it would take a cast of thousands, and I know you don't have those. How many are really there?
To do our car show, we have about 100 people working for the 4 days, off and on. We're required. We don't do dues. So if you join our club, you're required to work the car show, volunteer, and we feed you really well. But and you get donuts in the morning, and coffee. But we work 4-hour shifts. Those of us that are committee heads work the whole time. But for the most part, our club members are required to work 3 4-hour shifts for each show. And then the spring show is 2 4-hour shifts. But we have Gate 70 entry that we have to man. We have the fourth turn tunnel that we have to man. We have the headquarters where people will come and get their mugs and their dash plaques and their magnets every year. And our club members do that. We have ticket sales on the car all day from 7:30 in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we all go out front and we do it again at night until 9 o'clock at night. So it takes a good group of people to get it organized and everything.
Well, I really want that car out front. I'm telling you, I've
I
looked that
know.
over. I want that car.
I know. Your wife wanted it, and then once you guys win it, you can join the club.
Well, I was just talking to her. We wanted, we were going to buy tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You made a grand offer on 30 tickets for
30
$100.
tickets for $100.
I'm pledging my 100 right now. I'll
I
give
know.
it to you.
Alright.
She's pledging her 100.
Got them right here.
Okay.
Got 'em
So
right here.
we're in the game.
Very good.
And, so
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, thank you. I can't wait.
Good
Win
que-
that car
good-
and come join our club.
Yeah, good question, Rich.
Yeah, we next year we already have our car for next year.
What you got?
It is. I hope I get it right. Sorry, Greg, if I don't. It's an '86 C10 pickup truck
Oh, really?
with 22s on it, aluminum rims.
Oh,
It is
boy.
black
Yeah.
and it is clean.
Sweet.
And it is 67,000 miles on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, we had people in the club go, "Yeah, I'll quit the club," because we can't win it. But yeah, it's been in our clubhouse for a while, and yeah, it's going to be fun to drive. It's going to be a lot of fun to drive.
Yeah, those pickups really
Thank
do
you.
well, too, don't they?
They did. We had one a couple years ago and did really well with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's a old, new, young, old, male, female. Everybody loves a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And it is lower. Oh, so
Sweet.
nice. It is sweet.
All
It is so
right.
sweet. So something else going on. Let me get this in real quick. We have celebrities that come to our show. We got a few this year. Joe and Mandy Martin from Iron Resurrection are going to be out there again in the hub, which is as you go into the
TV
fan
show.
zone. Yeah. So they're going to be out there meeting and greeting people. We have Giuseppe Ayatarola from Giuseppe's Garage. He's 12, going on 13, and he has extensive knowledge of cars and everything, and he'll be out there meeting and greeting. And for those club members that are listening, he's going to be eating Thanksgiving dinner with us,
All right.
so that we can talk to him without having to wait in line.
12 years old.
12 years old.
Amazing.
And he's got a TV show. He's coming to Motor Week next year.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
for his own TV shows.
Yeah.
And then we also have a guy.
Yeah. This is the fun part.
This
Listen
is
to
cool. This is cool. He's called Key Beamer, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see. He hand paints cars with rattle cans to look like.
Takes the cans up and spray paints.
Yeah,
Out
he's-
of a can.
I don't know if Danny
Yeah.
can get that. KBMER, and he hand paints cars, and then hand stripes them so they look like a cartoon car.
Yeah. Buffs them out. It's incredible.
Yeah, and he's going to actually be painting a car at the show.
Oh, cool.
And I think he's bringing about 10 of his finished cars, and they're going to be in a display right across from the headquarters tent where the Camaro is. He'll be in a section all of his own, but yeah, he knows our new Turkey Run chairman, and he just came from SEMA. So
oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
So we're really
It's
fortunate to
incredible.
have him come.
I mean,
Oh,
once he
that's
buffs
great.
these cars out, you would never know it came from a spray can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does spray cans,
Yeah.
but yeah, if you can check him out on Instagram.
And then he does multicolor. You know, he'll do different colors, and that's crazy.
Yeah, look at that one.
Oh, it's crazy.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got something for everybody. They have in the fan zone for kids. They have the jumping houses and hoops and hops where you can get a beer or liquor.
The kids can't get a beer.
No, kids can't get
No,
a beer.
okay, you had to separate those two.
Kids go to
thoughts there.
bounce house. Mom and
Right.
Dad go get a beer.
Get the beer,
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
But yeah, they have. We have the Meekum auction is out there.
Oh, we're going to take a break real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll be
Last
right
one
back
here.
with Pat, and we'll
Okay.
wrap
Yeah,
up the
all
show
right.
here.
The caution flag is out. Time for a break. We'll be right back with the Legends of Racing radio show. Welcome to Homewood Suites by Hilton in Daytona Beach. You're right in the middle of all the action. Daytona International Speedway, the airport, One Daytona, Florida's newest entertainment and retail destination, and of course, the world's most famous beach. You'll love our newly remodeled 1 and 2 bedroom suites, along with our popular King Studios. You won't need your full kitchen, as Homewood Suites Daytona serves up complimentary breakfast and evening social. It's like home away from home. Go to HomewoodDaytona.com for Homewood Suites by Hilton in Daytona Beach. We're back from where it all began. Racing's original North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. The Legends of Racing radio show continues with your host, Buzz McKim, and co-host, Gary Keller.
Hey,
Thank you,
alrighty.
Olin.
Appreciate that, everybody. Yeah, don't forget, you can check out the show on the Legends of Racing radio show on YouTube, and then you go an hour later and it'll be on Facebook, and 2 different ways to see our show.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So what you got there next, Pat?
Oh, I was just showing them a picture of the car,
Oh.
of the truck next
Of
year.
the truck next year,
Yeah.
huh?
Something new we're
Wow.
doing this year. Our show used to be cars 30 years and older, and unfortunately, there's not that
Not
many
that
of them
many.
left.
Yeah.
Just like baby boomers.
I mean,
we're
we've
dying
got
away.
we've got a 35 Chevy, and you just don't see too many of those cars out there. And ours is original body, of course, is not original motor or anything. But so what we're doing this year is across from the headquarters tent, we're going to have a truck zone. That if you're bringing a truck in, that y'all can park together. And we're also going to have tuner cars coming in, too. I had a couple of clubs that brought in. Those kids, man, they spend so much money on those cars.
Tuna cars? With the paint left like fish? Oh,
The-
tuner.
Yeah.
Tuner cars.
Yeah, the
Tuner
lighted,
cars.
wheels and so forth.
I'm a little
Yeah.
slow
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
You
got
know,
you. Okay.
when they do the truck show here in Daytona,
Yeah, right.
some of those trucks are just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so-
the creativity. Doris and I were driving along a couple years ago. I'm trying to think. It might have been international, but we came up to a light and we looked over and it was a kid, clean-cut kid. Looked like he was from Iowa or somewhere like that. And he had a utility truck that he bought off a county or a city,
Yeah.
And he had this thing all souped up, and it was cool as hell. I mean, he had so much pride. It had the lights on the wheels.
Oh, boy.
It was cool.
That's really neat.
Yeah,
had to-
that's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
We need to get some younger blood in. Like right
Right.
now, Dave and I used to be the young kids in the club.
Yeah. Then we came up to another light. We always get out on
Yeah.
that night when they have truck week. We were driving along, and there was a Tahoe in front of us, and there were 4 black guys in it, and they were smoking weed. You could smell the shit. I mean, bellowing out. And, it was a Chevy Tahoe. Well,
Yeah.
they had taken off a TA.
Yeah.
Ho.
Just so.
And it was about that far from the.
From the ground.
You'd have had to be there. It was just something to see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they love their trucks, and we've got kids in the club now that have trucks, so we're trying to accommodate everybody and do
Sure.
everything. But there's
Man,
a lot to do out
You
there.
guys cover all the bases, Patty.
We try hard.
Yeah.
We try hard.
Yeah.
On our end and on their end, and their car corral is
Yeah.
amazing. You can find anything you want out there.
I like the van section, the Volkswagen vans.
Oh,
and
boy.
Some of the
Yeah.
old vans that they've hyped up and redone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in the spring show, we have an AMC club come.
Really?
Yeah, they're getting smaller each year, but
An AMC club. How bizarre.
AMC club.
Rambler, Wisconsin,
yep.
Milwaukee.
Yep. 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 Yeah. Did I? Did I forget anything?
Man,
I
you've
don't
covered,
think
you've
so.
covered all the bases.
Yeah,
man.
I think you got it covered.
I didn't have Greg here to help me out. He's out setting up the field.
What great organization skills, Pat. I'm
It's
impressed.
it's a lot. This is what my desk looks like every month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I come in and I start laying stuff out.
And then you
Yeah.
got how many computers that you work on?
I got 3 computers at my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to buy tickets online, turkeyrun.com, you can buy tickets for the Camaro, and for those of you here, I've got some here. Yeah, we're giving the car away next Saturday night at 9 o'clock out in front of the Speedway down by Cracker Barrel.
You have to be
Okay.
there?
No, you do not.
Oh,
we,
that's
we
good.
pull one ticket and we find that person. Last year, the guy was from Michigan, I believe, but he happened to be staying in New Smyrna. So we called him. And
You know, Rich and Colleen, they have some storage. They probably have room for that car out there in the hangar. What do you think, Rich? You got to find
Yeah.
room for that?
you wouldn't believe how many people will go by and go, I'm not going to buy a Camaro. I'm like, sell it. Buy whatever you
Yeah.
want, you know? But, you know, and then I tell people, well, I don't win anything. I said, well, everybody's a winner. Look at all these people here
Charities,
that
that's
we
right.
give charities
And it's
to.
a tax write-off, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, I've got ticket sales from California, and so I mean, we are. And I tell my club this, that you know they know our clubhouse. What they don't realize is how nationally and internationally this car show is known. And I also told them last month, because I'm so proud to be the president of this club.
should
Can
be.
you tell? I love it.
Yes.
I love this club. But, you know, there are car shows, but not only are we 51 years of doing this car show, it's getting bigger and better and better and better every year. And it takes a lot of people to
Yep.
do that.
Yep. Now, Danny and her late husband, when they lived in Germany, they would fly over every year to go to the car show, all the way
Wow.
from Germany.
Yeah, we have a whole group that comes from Iceland every year.
Iceland.
No kidding.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The country that Donald Trump's trying to buy.
Yeah.
You
But,
might be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we have people that they plan their vacation around this every year. And, you know, there are other things going on in town. There's a Rat Rod show up at the Iron Horse
that's
Saloon
cool.
up on US 1. And then the blower cars are going to have their little thing going out at Destination Daytona. So, I mean, and we're of course, we've got Turkey Run nights. You know, come see us, because all that proceeds go to our charities too.
Cool.
But you know, we think it's really cool that people are here for a week sometimes, and that there's other stuff for them to do.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's
You know,
great.
I mean,
We-
our show's a lot, but
Yeah. Well, you done good today, Pat. I
Well,
tell
thank
you
you.
what, we learned more than we ever knew possible.
It's the full concept.
Yeah.
And you know, you talk about how well it's getting, but you know, it starts at the top, Pat.
Yep.
And you know, you're the president, and you know, you're enthused.
yeah, but I've had good presidents
Well, yeah,
before
I know,
me.
but your enthusiasm. So you've learned. You've learned it,
Yeah.
and you observed, and I mean, you're doing one hell of a job.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's
What
not
do you
fun,
think, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, I'd say
Yeah.
so.
if it's
Yeah.
not fun, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, really. Well,
Well,
we
you
want to.
enjoy it.
Hey.
You have great passion for it.
Well, I was a Girl Scout leader, and I was a softball director for Little League. I've been to a lot of hour-long meetings.
I bet
And if
you
we
have.
can't have it fun, I ain't going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's your DNA. We get it.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
understand.
So,
Well, we have some folks we have to say thank you to. How about Danny over there for running the board?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mike and Dave with the applause signs. And Tony and Rich for their questions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I've been having so much fun watching these folks up front here decimate this mountain of nachos.
Yeah.
It's
Boy, it was-
amazing. You're doing a heck of a job there, you know?
I was hoping there'd be some leftovers for GK here.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
oh,
Yeah.
goodness
And we
gracious.
can't forget Tom's birthday. Yesterday
All right.
was Tom's birthday.
Yeah.
Hey, the big 7-0, is that right? I'll be darned. And today's our granddaughter's birthday,
Yeah.
too. She's only
And to have that
21.
head of hair at 70.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
amazing.
You know,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfectly groomed.
Yeah.
And-
Now I'm going to tell you, folks, if you ever get a chance to go to one of their Saturday meetings where they have brunch, best brunch I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rich? Rich could attest to it.
Yeah.
You guys were there.
Yeah,
It was
that's
killer.
that's an open meeting to bring in new things.
New
And,
members?
and the club has graciously allowed, with Mom passing, that in April we're going to have Alma Palooza.
All right.
And it's going to be at the clubhouse, and it's going to be an open house for everybody that knew Mom.
Yep.
and wants to come and see. And we're going to have nice sandwiches. Those of you who know. And mimosas and
Yep.
screwdrivers, because those of you who know.
Yep.
Maybe some Chardonnay.
It's definitely not the same without her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but she loved it. We really appreciate all the well wishes and all. And when she was sick, I read her all the well wishes, so she knew that all of you guys, talked,
Yeah. She was.
sent her love and prayers.
She was severely loved.
Yep.
For sure.
She was.
Yeah.
She was. Thank y'all.
Join us next week. We're going to have a special guest, and can't tell you about it right now, but
Pat,
it's going to be
thank
really
you.
good.
This turned
Thank
out
you.
better than what. This was one of those shows that just turned out better than what you think.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm
thank
a,
you.
I'm a
She done
McKim. I
good.
know how to talk.
Yeah.
You're hired.
All right, we'll see you guys next
Thank
week.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
The Legends of Racing radio show originates live from the very spot where beach racing began. Racing's North Turn Beach Bar and Grill. Join us next